there is a shift happening. Your economic or resource prosperity, it won't just land in your lap just because you're cute. You can bend space and time and get everything that you want now. Hello, Sagittarius. Hello, hello. Michele B here, and it's time for a tarot reading regarding your money messages and your love messages. We're looking at materializing, manifesting, all the things that we desire, and the tarot can help us, help lead the way to what we want. So what do we got? What have we got here for you, Sagittarius? I'm ready to release some burdens that I've been carrying for a while. It's the transition's happening for sure. In all of the other cards that I pulled for this reading, I can see that there is a shift happening where you're finally able to let go of, I think a lot of the burdens that you've been carrying aren't necessarily what other people have been purposely laying on you, but you thought that you needed to carry them. So we're going to talk about that some more as we go on with the reading. But to support that 10 of Wands card, it's like releasing all of that. We've got this 2 of Wands. We're transitioning from the 10 of Wands to the 2 of Wands. It's like, okay, now that I've released some of these burdens from my past, I'm able to look forward into the future, and I have hope finally. But we also have the Star. Both of these cards are cards of hope for something better in the future. So I'm really excited for you that these are 2 supporting cards, 2 things to embrace for later. Like in the past, if you felt like you didn't have any hope for yourself and for your own future, for the futures of the people that you cared about, that is changing. Everything is shifting for you. Okay, so now we're going to transition to looking at your money messages, how to bring more money into your life, things that you need to consider, things you need to release, and things you need to embrace going forward. First, I'd like to look at what's going on in the subconscious mind and reflect that off of things that are happening on the outside and give advice accordingly, according to the downloads that I get from that. Okay, so remember we were talking about the hope for the future. We have that going on in your abundance and prosperity as well. I have a train friend coming, so he's going to interrupt me a little bit as we go along. I might just edit all of that out as when I come back later on. But look at these other 2 hopeful cards. So in your subconscious mind regarding your economic or resource prosperity, you're like, I think I might be able to make the things that I want. I'm seeing opportunities come in that you're thinking, this could be what I was waiting for. This could be what I was working toward. I think in both of these cases, you had been kind of in the wilderness, floundering around for a while, trying to create something better for yourself. It's like this glimmer of what you wanted that you were moving toward, but you couldn't see how to get to it. But now the path is finally becoming clear. You're in the oasis at this moment, because you kind of know where you're going next. Okay? So anyway, what I'm saying is, it's so honky. Opportunities coming toward you. You see this? Night is opportunities coming toward you. And in reality, there's the opportunity. It looks like money, but also to you, it looks like it could be some kind of spiritual and emotional fulfillment, because you've had the impression that you couldn't have both emotional fulfillment and lots of money, right? You couldn't have a stable income and feel like there was some significant meaning to the work that you do. That's why this card is here. But you're starting to say, maybe I could have both, because you've sacrificed. I feel like, Sagittarius, you've swung back and forth between being someone that makes a lot of money, doesn't feel good about what you're doing, and being somebody that doesn't make a lot of money but enjoys what you're doing. And you're like, why can't I have both? Right? But you're seeing an opportunity possibly to have both. Come on now, Michele. To have both coming in. It looks on the outside like an economic opportunity, but on the inside, that's what it really is. It's also an emotional opportunity. And so that's really, really exciting. So this is what you've been waiting for. You've been looking at the cups that you've had, and you're like, this is this thing that I want. This is this thing that you want. It snuck up from behind you. Snuck up. Here I am. Here's your opportunity. Do you know what I'm talking about right now, Sagittarius? about this opportunity that's coming. And look where it's going to bring you. It's going to bring you to satisfaction. But here's the thing. Little secret that the tarot wants you to know. You're going to see this opportunity, but it won't just land in your lap just because you're cute. You have to do something about it. It's like this opportunity is happening, but you've got to meet it part way. When you see it, your heart's going to go, oh, this is it. And you have to do something about it, even if it's scary. Okay? Even if you don't know whether or not it's going to work out, even if it's going to take a little bit of work, you have to do something to make it happen, to get the ball rolling on it. But this is going to be really good for you, because when those two things meet, significant spiritual meaning and money, this is where your affluence is going to be at. Because you'll be able to sustain yourself. When you have both, you'll be able to sustain yourself over the long term, which is what you need in order to be stable long. Now let's move over to your love messages and find out what you need to know about that. What do you need to know, Sagittarius, about your love messages? Okay, so I have a feeling that this 10 of Wands was pertaining more to love than to money, right? So like you were carrying the burden before of feeling like you couldn't have both enjoyment of your work and having money. So that belief was a burden that you're releasing, and you're excited about the future. But look at this. We had the 9 and the 10 of Wands, which is like, I don't seem to attract people that suit every aspect of what I want. I don't feel fully satisfied. I don't feel fully satisfied with what I get, okay? However, with the 9 of Wands switching to the 9 of Cups, I do get a sense that you're like, if you can't be with the one you love the one you're with. That kind of sense that you're putting out there. I'm feeling like we got 2 waiting cards. We've got 2 cards that are saying, okay, well, I can't have it all the way that I want it to be at this moment. Therefore, I will wait. Therefore, I'm going to enjoy myself as much as I possibly can. Okay. So one thing that's prevented you in the past from fully enjoying connections that you were with was feeling like in order to be loved, you had to do a lot of things for other people. I feel like you're releasing that. Feeling like you had to do things or tolerate behaviors from people that made you feel less than awesome. Made you feel, not so great about yourself. So you're like, okay, I don't have to hang out with those people, or I don't have to emotionally attach myself to what they're doing and how they're behaving. So that is a really good thing. It's wonderful for you in the long run. So it's your choice. This is something that the cards want you to know, Sagittarius, that you think that you have to wait for what you want, but the fact is that you can bend space and time and get everything that you want now. You can do it. You can have it in your head first, immediately, and that makes it happen even faster. It's just a matter of changing that perspective that I can't have both. This is a recurring theme. Can I have both? Oh, look at that. Can I have both, please? Can I have a satisfying relationship? Yeah, can I enjoy myself with someone that's actually like really, really healthy? Some of you are caught between having fun with someone that's unhealthy and being bored with people who are healthy. And you're like, well, I'll just mess around with these people that are unhealthy, or I'll stay in relationships that are boring. What can you do in the relationship that you're in that you're not ready to leave? What can you do to be excited? Have you ever heard the mom-ism? Only boring people get bored. What can you do to make your current relationship more exciting, to add some fire to your relationship? Now, if your partner doesn't meet you part way with that, that's their problem. But it could lead to something really interesting, at least for a little while, right? Now, is it possible that for those of you who are just kind of messing around with people that are unhealthy just because they're fun, and I see libation for sure, partying happening for some of you. This is another kind of like flaky love kind of card. For those of you who are messing around with people that are less than healthy, just because they're exciting, what can you do to attract fun that doesn't have to be flaky? Like if you want something stable. If you want something stable. Because there's some of you that are like, I think I just want to not commit to anything right now. So for those of you who do want something stable, there's a mindset shift that needs to happen within yourself, that you can have fun and stability at the same time. But for those of you who are perfectly happy fooling around, that's okay. You can do that. I did get that message when I was looking at the cards before I started recording. It's okay for Sagittarius to just have fun right now. Excuse my itchy nose. That means magic is happening. Just have to do that real quick. Because some of you have been through some really challenging relationships recently, where there was a lot of fighting, where you had to deal with a lot of BS that you didn't want to, and you do need to heal, and you just need to have a little bit of fun for a little while, especially post-pandemic. It's like we're all coming out of a wartime, because everybody's lives had to be on hold for so long, and if you need to have fun, you should be able to. I love you very much, Sagittarius. In the description box below, you will find a link to my Instagram and to my tip jar if you want to send me a couple bucks to show me how much you love the quality of my readings. And thank you for being subscribed. See you in 12 days when I post your reading again, Sagittarius.